Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Amy Behrens, who is here on behalf of a beautiful location in San Clemente called Casa Romantica. Well, thank you for joining me. It's very nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm so happy to share about 95 years of Casa Romantica here in San Clemente.
Well, you know, and I think a lot of people don't really know about it. I mean, I had heard of it. I have never physically visited there, and we all don't live very far from San Clemente, and it is such a beautiful place. You know, tell me a little bit about what Casa Romantica is. And you said 95 years, so it's been around for a while.
That's right. It was built in 1927, and it's listed on the National Registry of Historic Places. It's recognized as the historic home of the founder of the city of San Clemente, Ole Hansen, whose homes and buildings you can see throughout the city. And today, Casa Romantica is a Southern California cultural center, and people visit every day to learn about the history of Southern California and also to enjoy arts, culture, and community.
Yeah, and looking at the video that you supplied, you really do cross the gamut from a cultural perspective. I mean, there were folks with costumes, and then there are different kinds of instruments that I don't think you regularly see.
No, that's true. You know, sometimes people ask me, what is a cultural center? Is it one culture that you're representing? But what we believe is that we want everyone to have access to the arts, people of all ages and people of all backgrounds, and that's why we share cultures from around the world as a place where people can come together in that shared context.
Okay, so then when you talk about some of your performances and things that you have entertainment-wise, is that something that you guys do on a regular basis, like a monthly thing, and people can participate, or how does that work?
Oh yes, we have all kinds of events, concerts, films, performances, lectures, classes, and workshops. And so there is something happening at Casa Romantica every week. Lots of our events are ticketed and anyone can get a ticket, but we also have many, many community events that are free to the public.
Well, that's great. I mean, it looks like a very beautiful environment, and of course it is right on the water. So it is just beautiful. Now you are having an event that's coming up. It's a family event in honor of the 95 years. So tell me a little bit about that.
Oh yes. This is our 95th anniversary, and it's a part of our monthly program called D. Yoder Family Sundays. D. Yoder Family Sundays is a universal free admission day. That means that anyone can walk through our iconic keyhole door at no cost, and we'll have a celebration of our birthday. So you can expect to see docents stationed around the home. You can learn about the history of the home and the history of San Clemente. There's cake, which everyone loves to celebrate the birthday, and crafts, games, tile painting activities, really something for all ages.
Okay, good. And that is it's a free event that you mentioned, and it looks as though it is between the hours of 10 and 2. Now, do they need to register for this event, or can they just come?
They can just come. We expect to see people from all over Orange County, and it's a really, really particularly popular destination for people bringing their grandchildren for a seaside visit.
Ah, that is great to know. And then, of course, you also, you are a foundation, so you do raise money, and you have a gala that is also coming up. Tell me about the gala and how that is.
Sure. Toast to the Casa is the name of Casa Romantica's gala. We are raising a glass to our 501c3 nonprofit organization, which manages our historic home and runs our cultural center every day. And so the funds raised from our gala, they support all of the programs and historic preservation that Casa Romantica runs throughout the year. It's really important to us, and this year it's not only the 95th birthday of Casa Romantica, the historic estate, but it's also the 20th anniversary of our fundraiser gala.
Oh, that's great. You've been doing this a long time, and I know you mentioned that you have been with them for a while. And so what is something that you love about it?
Oh my gosh. Well, apart from walking into my office every day and seeing the pier, which is pretty hard to beat, I think my favorite thing to see at Casa Romantica are the little children who are walking down our courtyard. They're so excited, and everything to them, you know, it's as if well, they really are seeing it for the first time, I suppose. But to see the delight and the freedom that they experience, seeing all of the plants in our 2.5 acres of gardens and the gorgeous Spanish colonial architecture, it really allows me, and I think everyone around us, to see this gorgeous cultural gem with new eyes.
Now you mentioned that Ole Hansen being the creator of San Clemente. What is the vision as a whole? I mean, are the architecture is wanting to be much like the Casa Romantica and the Ole Hansen, or what is the whole concept?
Well, Ole Hansen was really truly inspired by the California Panama expositions of 1915, and you see those structures today at Golden Gate Park in San Francisco and Balboa Park in San Diego. He really loved that Spanish colonial revival architecture, and as a land developer, he took a train ride down the coast one day and saw this beautiful stretch of land that was for sale, and it was 5 miles long and 1 mile wide, just right off the coast. And he had this dream to build a Spanish village by the sea right there in California. And so with a group of others that supported this vision, he developed San Clemente, and the Casa Romantica really represented his vision of the California dream. So all of the homes and all of the commercial buildings that were built in the 1920s and 30s were all patterned in the same Spanish colonial revival architecture. And today, you'll see that even new structures are almost always built now in this fashion.
Yeah, well, when you walk down Del Mar Street, you can certainly see that. So, that is great information. Well, I really appreciate you coming in and sharing this with us. I think it's something it's like a little gem we just didn't know about.
That's right. Hopefully you can help us be less hidden. We really want to welcome everyone through our doors and to enjoy Casa Romantica.
Let's talk one more time about the event for the family. It is going to be in September, and it is on a Sunday, and they will be able to enjoy the grounds by having some cake, and that is from 10 to 2, and that is on September 4th.
That's right, September 4th, and you can learn about the history of Casa Romantica with docent-led tours and all kinds of activities. We have some other activities coming up in September as well. In fact, later in September and into October, there's a whole theme of concerts and exhibitions and activities called Endless Summer, and it celebrates the history of surf culture in Southern California.
Great. Love it. Thank you again. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And if you want more information about all of the things that we have discussed, you can certainly go to their website, and that is there on the screen for you. We'll be right back.